the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. I've looked at Alvin Kamara before and talked about his speed, agility, and burst, and we also looked at broader themes about what is a broken tackle and what is power. Now we're going to take a look at Kamara specifically from the standpoint of his game and decision making on the edges of the defense as well as in the open field. And we're going to look at this play first. Kamara is the back on the right side of this shotgun, catches the screen pass well. You can see him do a nice job to avoid the first defender. He's quick, he's got a good first step, and here he is in the open field. He's got a defender who's chasing him here, and he clearly outpaces him and outpaces that angle pretty well. So that tells you he's got good acceleration. Now he's got a blocker downfield, and I would think he's going to continue up this sideline because while the safety's coming across here, he should be able to beat the safety no problem. But he dips it inside. Now what we don't see is that there's a cornerback trying to come off a block about right here, and Kamara, thinking two steps ahead, is trying to avoid this safety so that he can then get in the middle of the field and also avoid the angle of the cornerback and break this for a really long run. Well, it was 3rd and 4. He already got the first down, so I guess it's worth taking the chance and maybe going for the home run play here. But I would have preferred to see him continue up the sideline. He dips inside and gets power bombed by the cornerback. And we're going to look at it from the end zone angle here, and we don't see the whole thing. But watch right up here where I'm pointing my cursor at the opposite 40. See this defender? He's about to come free. You can see it right here. This defender's about to come free. And that probably tells a little bit about Kamara's decision to cut back inside. But I would have liked to have seen him continue upfield because I think 50 gets his hands on the safety. He can lure the safety further inside and then make the cut. I don't think he was patient enough in the open field. I don't think he made a strong decision here. And it wasn't something that I made a big deal out of when I first watched this because I thought, okay, I understand the decision making. I didn't quite like it, but I understood what he was trying to do here, even if I think somebody should tell him, hey, use your speed one man at a time, get down here, and then try and make the cut, and keep that in mind and work on that in whatever way that he could work on that. So let's go to the next play. All right, so here we are. Tennessee's down by 4 in this game at this point. They're backed up in their own red area, limited number of possessions. They're at the 16 of their own side of the field. And what we're going to get here from Kamara is a counterplay. And let's watch it all the way through. All right, not so successful. Let's see what happened. First of all, as he takes the counter, you can see penetration pushing the center and right guard backwards, and then you have the pulling guard working around this corner, and the penetration from the defensive tackle is going to foil that pretty easily. And Kamara sees this. I mean, he's no fool. He does a really good job here at the exchange point, seeing that and planting his foot right here to cut to the side. I don't have any issue with him going for the cutback here because he doesn't know if he's going to this open side whether or not he's going to be running right into the defensive tackle unblocked and end up getting wrapped for a loss of 3 or 4. So I get why he didn't continue down this path and just bounce it outside, especially when you have an edge man here too. I think he takes all that into consideration very quickly, understanding how the play scheme is drawn up, and decides that the backside is probably going to be better. So fine, cut to the backside. Do a really nice job of avoiding this linebacker, slapping down with the straight arm there and warding him off and avoiding the wrap. Fine. But here's the deal. Instead of cutting back here, why not? Instead of cutting back, you see where the defender is. He's facing him downhill. Just curl inside. Just curl inside and get whatever yards you can. You're backed up in your own area. You're down by 4. No. He wants to go for the big play. Instead of coming downhill and probably getting an easy 4 to 6 yards on this play, if not more if he breaks the tackle, he bounces it outside, gets wrapped, actually loses some yards, or no gain really on that play. So for me, I look at this, and in the context of decision making, this is one of those plays that you got to be a little bit more mature about with what you're doing. You know, this was an okay decision. This was good. Right here, get downhill, curl it inside, or get the 3 to 4 that you could have gotten. It's something he's going to have to get better at, and he's going to have to be more mature with his decision makings. And we're going to have one more that we look at that's a crucial play in some respect. And here's this play. You can see Kamara work out on the swing pass. And here's this play. You're going to see Kamara over here working out on the screen pass. Now remind you, it's 4th and 4, 134 left, not much time. You're in the red area. You're down by 11. Down by 11. There's really no tomorrow at this point. He catches the ball. First down marker is at the 8. Or the 9, excuse me. It's at the 9. You've got to do more than simply try and run out of bounds. Even if you're hemmed in here, should have been thinking, I can't go out of bounds unless I get the first down. So lower the pads, try and take on the man, don't avoid him. Questionable. 3 plays that are very questionable on the edge. Now, he's got that speed, agility, burst. We've seen what he can do on the edge when things go right and he makes good decisions. When he makes good decisions. I'm worried about his decision making a little bit. I need to see more from him in this respect, because if this is the job he's going to have, unless he shows a lot more between the tackles, which I got to tell you, I like what he's done between the tackles, and he generally makes good decisions there. But I see a player who's more like Felix Jones, more of a space player who can do some work inside than a every down guy at this point. He might grow into that as a decision maker and as a football player overall. But at this stage, I think his best shot is going to be in space. And if he can't make smart decisions in space and he costs his teams yards, he's not going to be on the field. So these are things that you really have to keep in mind, and there are little decisions that mean a lot. So these are things that he can learn. But it's about whether or not he's an avid student of the game and that he's going to be someone that really works at the conceptual side. So, that's Alvin. Those are some of the questions I have about Alvin Kamara. I appreciate you for watching. You can check out more of my YouTube videos at the RSP Film Room. That's my YouTube channel, or my blog at www.mountwaldmanrsp.com. See ya.